Good morning, Giants. Welcome to Wake Up with Giants TV. Have you ever wondered how to work with decision fatigue? Man, good morning, Giants. Um, if you haven't subscribed on YouTube, go ahead and do that. Wake Up with Giants TV, or follow us on a Tribe of Giants, because that's just a great place to go for a Facebook group. Because we've got the best freaking tribe, hands down. Toot toot woot woot.
I'm signing everything that you're
That's
doing.
the
It's
hands
so
down.
that's hands down.
Hands up, stands up. We have the best group.
I'm not going to stand up because I don't have
Aw.
pants on. So
And there you can
sorry.
catch, and on YouTube, you can catch the musings of Nicholas T. Smith and see his new logo that's freaking sweet.
And yeah, the gun thing.
Yeah.
I got
The
him.
camera, I put the camera adds 10 pounds, dot, 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 of muscle.
Yeah. Dude, I don't have decision fatigue. I got fatigue.
Just fatigued.
Just ready to go back to bed. But it
Sometimes
is
that
morning
happens.
and here we go.
Morning,
So
everyone.
decision fatigue. Sometimes the overload is too much. And there's research that shows that when we get too many options, we shut down. So we get into overload. Yeah, I think of it as a circuit breaker. You overload a circuit
Mm.
on a house and you're going to blow the breaker and the power's going to shut off. And so to go with flow, you've got to be able to know how to narrow down the choices. So in choice overload theory, they did a study with jelly jars and they put out all these different flavors and they had people choose and make a decision to buy one of those jelly jars or a few or whatever. But it was like going to Cheesecake Factory and trying to figure out what to eat. It's like
You lost me at Cheesecake Factory.
you can't even figure out what to eat. So they put out all these choices and people couldn't make a decision. There's too many options. There's fear of missing out. And what if I make the wrong choice? And well, I want that one too. And then they just do nothing.
You
And
say
so
Cheesecake Factory, why? Because the menu is
oh my God, dude,
gigantic.
it's a dictionary.
Oh
It's
my
like
gosh.
Encyclopedia Cheesecake Factory.
Poor chefs. I want to
Yeah.
know if anybody's ever ordered everything like
I
on that
can't
menu.
imagine. I mean, that
I want
book
I
that
want
they
to
have.
know. I got to talk to that person.
Yeah, I don't. I'm good not knowing.
You
So
like
in
the
that
mystery of
study,
it all?
they did it another direction. They did it with just 3 choices, and they sold out of them like crazy. So when they limited the options down to 3, then they were able to move people through the decision fatigue.
Hmm.
Well, that happens too if you have too few. If you only have one option, so there's only one thing to choose from, you can go into decision fatigue from that too. So you
People are
need
like,
at
well,
least
that's all
2
they got.
options. Yep. I don't want that, so I'm going
That's
to
why
pass.
both of us come on.
Yeah, exactly. Some days you like that guy.
Oh, it's
Other days,
Ryan.
you like that guy. Yeah.
Hmm.
No, in sales, you and I have seen this when we're selling. If we don't give enough options or we give too many options, we end up with no decision and no sell. And so if you can arrange 2 to 4 options, then you're going to create a decision. And so in your life, if you've got 100 things to choose from, chunk it down into 3s or max 4. I would say 3s is best.
Hmm.
So what are your 3 best categories in that thing that you're looking at? And now out of those 3 categories, narrow it down to the 3 best decisions. And then from those 3 best decisions, choose one, because you're not going to lose if you choose one of those narrowed down options.
I'm the personality that usually does not do it like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I can see the value in getting disciplined and doing that. Write down those categories and then those best decisions inside of that.
Yeah.
And then trust it. Sometimes it's not going to work out. That's
Well,
okay too. At
satisfies.
least you won't be tired.
Yeah. Will you share satisficing with them?
So Nick taught me this concept a long time ago. It's in one of his books. I think it's in The Art of Accomplishment. Is that right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's a great book if you
Good
don't have that
job.
one. And so it's the concept of it's good enough to get the job done.
Yeah.
And you know, you don't have to be perfect. So many of us sit there and strive and strive and strive to be perfect, and we beat ourselves up in that whole journey of trying to make this perfect decision. The truth is, most of the time, you can do something is better than nothing. So do something.
Yeah.
Go work towards it.
Not
And
not just anything though. It's got to satisfy the need and
mm-hmm,
be sufficient for the task. So this is why
right.
satisficing is the word. So it's got to move you in the direction you want to go, but it doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah, and you know what? I've made this is a good comment because a lot of times I've made a decision and not necessarily that it's the wrong decision, but it's just not
Right.
the one that worked. I like
Yeah.
that. That
Didn't
some less shame.
Edison said I found 10,000 ways that don't work?
Hmm,
Well, that's a lot. I mean,
yeah,
he could have narrowed it down to 3.
but he needed to go through
Right.
all 10,000
Just
to
kidding.
to nail down the old
Right.
light bulb.
Old light bulb.
Yeah,
Didn't
we
even
got
know about LEDs back then.
yeah.
Yeah.
He
Satisfies
failed.
it. He failed. Yeah, that's perfect. Herbert Simon, he was a Nobel Prize
Hmm,
winner. That's who created that term. So I think he's pretty, thoughtful around what he created. Satisficing. Seemed to know what he's talking about. I believe him.
just one smart dude.
Yeah. Or you can just throw it against the wind and see what lands.
Yeah.
Stick it.
Well,
But
we've come a long way by just satisficing our
yeah,
story, like the whole thing. Like we didn't know what we didn't know. We had to
yeah,
go out there and step out there and learn it. And so we had some visions, some dreams, some goals.
yep.
You just started stepping, and I have pages and pages of notes and notebooks in my garage where I look back on them and I start laughing because I'm like, oh my gosh, that's where we were at.
Yeah,
Like, what?
pages of stuff that didn't take off at
And it didn't
all.
work.
Like,
Or we
yeah,
started down a path and then we're like,
yep.
skirt, and stop. Went down a different one.
What was that sound again?
Skirt.
Skirt. Skirt.
we we did a whoa, not like horses and buggies. Whoa,
Yeah.
like yeah, there you go.
That's how you turn a horse if
That's
you've never turned a horse.
that's the turning the horse skirt. Whoa.
Yep.
Hmm.
Well, go narrow your choices if you want to optimize your performance. Um, don't have too many options. Narrow it down and then choose one. Satisfies it and trust it'll be good enough. And if it doesn't, adjust and do it again. And eventually it leads to creation. So simple steps repeated create complexity in our lives. And so just trust that.
Yeah. And
You
then
guys are
don't beat
doing awesome.
yourself up when it doesn't go perfect. It's okay.
No, come beat Ryan up.
You can't beat Nick up with his fake muscles he put on
No,
his
they're fake.
logo. He's
Have you
got
ever?
really
Okay, I got
actually
one
he
more
has
final
really he actually does have really nice muscles.
stupid thought. You ever seen kids? I saw 2 kids at Lowe's yesterday and they were having fake fights. And one of them said, I have this superpower. And he throws it at the other kid. And the other one's, well, I blocked it with this. Right. And they didn't make it up. And so that's how you can fight me. It
Like,
didn't mean
hi Jen.
anything. Yeah.
Yay.
Awesome. Okay, guys, we love you. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Trust that and keep stepping forward.
Yeah.
And we will see you in the next video.
Stay weird and love you too.